What if I told you that one stamped image could completely transform the look of your card? No fancy tools needed, no difficult techniques. Just one simple step that helps make your stamped image look like it's popping right off of the paper. And today I'm going to show you how. Hi, I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. I'm so happy that you're here. I love to share card making ideas, techniques, and inspiration that just are things that you can take and use in your craft space right away with the things that you already have. I want to help you enjoy your crafting and build confidence along the way. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you would click subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. If you're watching the premiere, please hop over into the live chat and let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching the replay, please leave me a comment. I promise as soon as YouTube lets me know that you left it, I'll respond. I really love hearing from you. Well, I think we should go ahead and get started. How about you? Let's go. I'm going to start off with a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. It's been cut 4¼ by 11 and scored at 5½. I'm going to fold it on that score line using my foam folder to get a nice crisp crease. This is probably my favorite type of layout for a card. And this dark card base is really going to help that drop shadow technique look even more dramatic once we add our stamped panel. So don't worry about all the measurements that I'm going to share with you. I do have a free downloadable PDF tutorial just for you on my blog, and the link is down in the description, so please be sure you check it out. Next, I'm going to add this denim-looking pattern from the Paper Medley Mix and Designer Series pack. This piece has I'm looking for my adhesive. There we go. This piece has been cut to be 4¼ by 5½. It's going to be covering the entire card front. So let's get that on there. And I think that works beautifully. All right. I love how this background just gives the card a little texture and interest without making the design feel too busy. This is where the technique begins. I'm going to use the spray of flowers from the Delicate Whispers stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it onto some hydrangea hue cardstock. It's been cut to 3¾ by 5. So first I'm going to begin by stamping the image with some white craft ink. This white craft ink is going to need to be completely dry before we stamp over it. So we can let it air dry, or we can speed it up with a heat tool if we want. That's up to you. I want to really get a good image, so I have a little bit of something with some give underneath this photopolymer stamp, and that is my Pierce mat. Oops. There we go. A nice, good white image on there. And that's the white layer. May not look like a lot right now, but this is the layer that creates the magic. This is my very old ink pad of Craft White ink. I do re-ink it with the current Craft ink re-inker without any problem. Part that feels a little wrong, but it gives such a beautiful result. Okay, so instead of lining the stamp up perfectly, I'm going to stamp the same flower image again, only this time I'm going to use Night of Navy ink, slightly offset from that white image. You only want it moved just a little bit off, and that little shift is going to let that white peek through and create a drop shadow effect. And I love this because it's such a forgiving technique. It doesn't have to be perfect. And in fact, the whole point is that it's not lined up perfectly. There we go. Nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and mat the hydrangea hue piece onto some Night of Navy that's been cut just 1/8 of an inch bigger. Once that panel is matted, the drop shadow effect really pops. For the greeting, I die cut a piece of basic white scrap using one of these labels from the Sweet Words and Labels dies. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment of the best kind of days are spent together here using Night of Navy ink. So inking that sentiment up and getting it into, I hope, the center-ish area of this. Oh, that turned out just beautifully. And I'm also going to mat that with a slightly larger Night of Navy frame from the same die set. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on. I think that the sentiment is so sweet and it really works beautifully with that soft floral image that we have. I'll go ahead and place this piece onto the card front with just a little bit of adhesive. This is going to be adhered with some dimensionals. So I'll find a few here, pop them on. I've got one more there. Take off the paper backing. The dimensionals are going to help give that greeting a little bit of a lift without taking away from the stamped drop shadow background. Simply adding a few embellishments using the 2026-28 ink color dots. And then I think I'll also put some rhinestone basic jewels on here. Just add as many embellishments as you'd like. It's up to you. It's your card. Do whatever makes you happy with it. I just love doing lots of fun embellishments here. And I think I'll take a really little one here. Just a little sparkle helps make that card feel so complete. As a simple finish to the inside of the card, I'm going to have a piece of basic white. I'm going to mat it with the hydrangea hue. And it is just a little bit of a difference in size, not much at all. Adding a strip of the coordinating designer series paper right at the bottom, just a 1/2 inch. Such a nice finishing touch. It's an easy way to make the inside of the card feel just as finished and connected to the front part of the card as you'd like. There. You could also stamp an image, maybe those florals again on the inside, whatever you'd like. And here's the finished card. Remember that you can change the entire look by changing the card stock and the ink colors. It would be the same technique and a completely different personality. Now let me show you a few more variations because this technique is just too good to stop at one card. And as you look at these samples that I have for you, notice how that shadow color changes the mood of the card. And you can go from soft and subtle to bold and dramatic. I just love this one. It is so fun. Or you can keep it bright and cheerful, whatever you like. This is one of those techniques that makes me want to pull out all my different stamp sets that I already own and give them all a try in a brand new way. Leave me a comment and let me know which one of these color combinations is your favorite or what color combination you think you'll try. I hope that today's drop shadow technique has helped you see that sometimes a small change can make a really big impact. Please remember to grab your free PDF tutorial. The link is down in the description, so I'd love for you to check it out and snag a copy all for yourself. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. I absolutely love hanging out with you. I hope you have a fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.